Well, hey, and welcome back to Stuff in Excel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like the video and click on that notification bell so that you get updates whenever we post new videos. What we're going to do is do a really short video on where Excel gets its data. Now, you can enter the data in, or you can put it in from another Excel file, but what if your data is coming from another source? And we're going to look at all the different sources and places where you can get your data to use in your Excel applications. So let's just jump into it. So we're looking at a Blake data interface for Excel. There's no data in the file yet. The question is, how do we get data in there? Well, I could bring it in from another Excel file. I could type it in. I could just type in names, Sam, John, Betty. I can just type in, Lois. I could type in a whole lot of different names, right? But what if I wanted to get that data from another source? What if I didn't want to type it in? It's available somewhere else and I want to get it. So how do we do that? Well, what we want to do is we'll go up here to the far left-hand side of the screen, up at the top, and under the Data tab, you see that we've got this thing called Get Data. So when I click on Get Data, it's going to give me a lot of options for where to get my data from. So I can get it from a file, I can get it from a database, from Azure, from online sources. So a lot of places I can get this data from. So for example, I could get this data from a table or a range somewhere, from the web. This is really useful if you want to get data. You can actually, if you know where there's a data file on a website somewhere, you can go get that data and just give the address to your get data command here, and it will actually go pull that data from there. You can go get it from a SharePoint list, from a lot of other sources there. You can also get it from online services, so from SharePoint, Microsoft Exchange Online, a lot of different sources here. You also have from Azure. Azure's got a whole lot of sources listed for data. You've got from a database, there's a whole lot of different databases from which you can get your data. Now, if you're using Power BI, your options are even greater than they are within Excel. So at some point, I expect that Power BI may be integrated into Excel. And when it does, not only is the capabilities of Power BI going to be integrated into Excel, sort of like the way they did with Power Query, but I think also the data search options are also going to be increased greatly when that happens. Now, where most of us are going to go is up here to this Get Data from File. Now, you notice right at the top, it's got you some of your options already, from text CSV file, from a web, from table range, from recent sources that you might have used. But if you go down from File, you can get it from a workbook, which is another workbook. You can get it from a text or CSV file, get it from an XML file. I like that. You can actually get data from a PDF file. Under the new Office 2024, you can get data from a picture of a spreadsheet. It can go in and pull that data. It can already do that on the phone app, but now you're going to be able to do it right on your desktop as well. You can get it from a folder, so you can get. Now this is a really useful tool if you've got an Excel spreadsheet that's going to be updating every time you add more data, but you don't want to add it directly to the Excel file. What you're going to do is add that data to a folder, and the Excel file will go and get that data from that folder. It's a really cool tool. But you've got a lot of different sources to get your data within Excel. It doesn't have to just be already in Excel format. One of the most exciting ones, of course, is the one I pointed out, getting data from a PDF file. I know accountants who tell me repeatedly that they'll ask a client for their Excel data file, and what they get instead is a PDF file of the Excel data file. And they call me, oh, what do? I don't want to type all this in. All you got to do is use this Get Data tool, go to Get Data, go from File, go down to From PDF, and it will pull that data in. There may be some data cleaning you have to do to clean up the resulting file, but you can get that data without having to type it back in. Hopefully this is a quick help. We'll see you real soon on Stuff in Excel.